What is going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Just in Time with Just in Time, the series where I talk about whatever I feel like talking about. And on today's episode, I've decided to share with you guys my reasoning on why I hate camping. Reason number one, it's really dirty. Back in the day, before there was travel-sized antibacterial soap and showers were in everyone's houses, humans were dirty as fuck. People would, get a cold and die. Or they would shit themselves so hard that they would die. When you go camping, you're voluntarily going back 200 years to a time where everything was terrible. Personally, I'm okay here in 2019, where I don't have to live life with sand and dirt up in my ass crack. Reason number two, the weather. Now, when it comes to weather, I'm not too picky. As long as it's somewhere between 70 and 71 degrees, I pretty much have nothing to complain about. But the fact of the matter here is that it almost never works out that way. It's hot all day, and it's cold all night. When it gets hot, all you can really do is remove your clothing and roll around in the dirt. When it gets cold, you make a fire. Yeah, you make a fire. Like a caveman, you gather wood from the forest and you make a fire. Then you spend the rest of your night moving closer or further away from the fire in hopes to find that perfect balance between not feeling any heat and feeling so much heat that it melts the skin from your bone. Also, depending on how many people you camp with, making a fire can be pointless. If everyone makes a circle around the fire and there's 20 people, that's going to be a big ass circle for likely a tiny ass campfire. What's the point of having a campfire if no one can feel its warmth? You want the solution? Douse the children in gasoline, throw them in the fire. That way the fire gets bigger and the Neanderthals get warmer. Reason number three, the food. Now, the food is honestly alright for about a day. Then you move on to day two and you're wondering what's for lunch. Oh, hot dogs again. That's cool. What's for lunch? A fun-sized bag of Doritos. Then you get to dinner where things really start to get interesting. Hamburgers. Oh yeah, after a day filled with nothing but hot dogs and Doritos, you really get to mix it up at dinner with some hamburgers, complemented by more Doritos. Guess what's for breakfast the next morning? Leftover hamburgers. Doritos, optional. But at least you won't have to have hamburgers for dinner tonight. Instead, you can have more hot dogs. Doritos mandatory. You see what I'm getting at here? Granted, I'm leaving out some stuff people eat while camping, like beans. But at the end of the day, my point is valid. You can only eat a few very specific things while camping, and I just think that blows. Reason number four, the bugs. Unless there's something mentally wrong with you, you probably don't care too much for bugs. But I've got some bad news for you campers. There's about 40 billion of them when you go camping. There are ants, spiders, beetles, bees, and perhaps the worst of them all, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the kind of bugs that make you question everything about your existence. Why do we as humans coexist with creatures that feast on our blood? Do mosquitoes actually benefit our ecosystem in any way? Or do they solely exist to give us diseases and make us itchy? You guys know how I feel about orangutans, but if I could choose one creature in the world that I hate almost as much as orangutans, it'd be mosquitoes. For some reason, it seems like no matter who I'm with, mosquitoes just gravitate towards me. My only hypothesis is that they know I'm a Twitch streamer, and they find that kind of hot. And I mean, in all honesty, I don't really blame them. Reason number five, sleeping conditions. First of all, let me just say, if you bring a motorhome or a trailer camping, then you're not really camping. You've temporarily moved into a smaller house that happens to be at a campsite. To actually camp, you need a tent and a sleeping bag. And it seems like no matter how many times I've been camping and how many different campsites I've gone to, there's one thing that never changes. I'm always sleeping directly on top of a rock. I try to readjust myself to avoid this rock, but no matter where I go, I am always being stabbed by a rock. The only solution I've found isn't even much of a solution at all, but if you twist your body the right way, you can make it so that rock is gently placed between your ass cheeks. That way, at least you're not being stabbed in the back by it. However, the downside here is that you constantly feel like you are being ass fucked by a rock. The bright side is at least you're not getting fucked in the ass by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now that would be hard to sleep through. On this next page, I've decided to list the things that I actually do enjoy about camping. As you can see, I couldn't come up with any reasons. In conclusion, I just want to say that there have been times that I've had fun while camping. But with that being said, there have also been times that I've had fun playing PUBG. The only difference is, the bugs in PUBG don't feast on my blood and make me itchy. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate the time that you took out of your day. If you don't already watch my stream, be sure to tune in to twitch.tv/JustinThymeOfficial, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. I'd appreciate it very much. Now, also guys, I just want to say, again, don't go camping. Just stay home. I promise. I promise you guys it's better. It's so much better. Staying home is so much better than going camping.